Have you ever chased something thinking it would finally make you feel enough? That new car, the bigger apartment, the promotion that promised freedom? And yet, when you finally got it, the satisfaction vanished. Like mist at sunrise, maybe. Wealth isn't what we've been told it is. Ethan Cole was the kind of man people admired. At 36, he had everything society told him to chase: a corner office in a glass tower overlooking New York City, a luxury condo with a skyline view, and a watch that cost more than his first car. Every morning, he walked through the revolving doors of his company feeling powerful. The sound of polished shoes on marble floors, the nods from colleagues, the scent of ambition in the air. It was intoxicating. But at night, when the city's glow dimmed behind his window, he felt an emptiness he couldn't name, a quiet ache that whispered, "Is this all?" Still, he brushed it off. Maybe I just need more, he thought. So he bought a faster car. He joined an exclusive gym. He started collecting art he didn't even understand. Each purchase gave him a brief rush, that familiar spark of victory. But soon after, it faded, and he was left chasing again, like a runner on a treadmill that never stops. One evening, after another long day of meetings and numbers, Ethan met an old college friend, Mara. She was nothing like him. No designer clothes, no expensive jewelry, just a calm smile and eyes that felt peaceful. They met at a small cafe tucked between old brick buildings. Ethan ordered espresso. Mara asked for herbal tea. When he congratulated her on her simple life, she laughed softly. "I guess I am simple," she said, "but I'm rich in other ways." He raised an eyebrow. "Rich? You're a teacher, right? How rich can you be?" Mara smiled. "Richer than I ever imagined. I get to watch curiosity bloom every day. I paint on weekends. I have time to hike, to breathe, to actually live. That's wealth to me." Ethan chuckled politely, but her words stuck with him like a song he couldn't turn off. That night, he sat by his window again, city lights blinking like endless zeros in a digital balance sheet. And for the first time, he wondered, have I been chasing the wrong kind of wealth? Over the next few weeks, Ethan started noticing things he had never seen before. The quiet warmth of morning sunlight spilling into his apartment, the laughter of strangers on the subway, the way his favorite song made his chest feel alive. He realized he had been so focused on acquiring that he had forgotten how to appreciate. He began keeping a small notebook. He called it the Dreamer's Ledger. Every night, instead of checking stock prices, he wrote down what made his day feel rich. Lunch with Sarah, laughed until my stomach hurt. Watched the sunset from the park bench, didn't check my phone once, read something that made me think. These moments didn't add to his bank account, but they filled something deeper, his soul's account. As weeks turned into months, Ethan changed. He still worked hard, but he stopped measuring his worth in digits. He began volunteering at a youth center on weekends, teaching financial literacy to kids who'd never had guidance. He found joy in giving instead of accumulating. And somewhere along the way, the emptiness disappeared. One evening, while walking home through Central Park, he paused beneath a canopy of golden leaves. He listened to the rustle of the wind, the distant sound of laughter, the rhythm of life moving without rush. For the first time, he felt truly wealthy, not because of what he owned, but because of what he felt. He had time, he had health, he had connection, he had freedom. And he finally understood. The richest people aren't the ones who have the most, they're the ones who need the least. So he kept writing in his dreamer's ledger, the wealth of creativity, the wealth of time, the wealth of love, the wealth of curiosity. Each entry reminded him that the most valuable fortune is invisible, yet infinite. It's the laughter shared over coffee, the moment of silence that heals, the courage to slow down and live deliberately. Years later, when people asked him about his success, Ethan smiled and said, "My biggest investment was learning that enough is plenty." So now I'll ask you, what does wealth mean to you? Is it the number on a screen or the peace that comes when you stop counting? Remember this, your invisible fortune is growing every time you choose connection over competition, wonder over worry, gratitude over greed. And that kind of wealth, no one can ever take away. Your life is your dreamer's ledger. Every smile, every sunrise, every lesson learned, it's all part of your invisible fortune.